Time Warp. 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 John Lord. John Lord. John Lord. John Lord. John Lord. John Lord. John Lord.
Of a 44-pound fish. Am I not allowed respect and dignity? You can be on a date and it doesn't matter at all if they invented rum.
I hate my parents.
Obviously, you bit your grandchild.
Good evening, hello, and welcome. You are watching twitch.tv/Sean Moore. Tonight, we are going to be returning to the mystery of the Druids. Thank you for the resubscription, Mighty Fighty Shishbugs, and welcome VIP user Neversight into the stream. Hello, get comfortable and prime your mind.
Moral warp.
Okay. All right. Well, is my mic quiet? I hope not. Let me. Hello. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I was a little quiet. Do you know this is not interesting, but I will tell you because I cannot multitask. I found a setting that sort of boosts up my internal microphone, but whenever I attempt to turn it up, it sounds really good, and then it just defaults to being back down again. Next time I turn the computer on, it's just low again. Where is it? Manage sound devices. And I always lose where it lives. Troubleshoot. Manage sound devices. Input devices. The Yeti. I guess I'll have to just turn myself up on here. I don't know why this keeps happening. Am I allowed to be normal? Am I entitled to be normal on my own stream? Am I allowed to rest in the corner where I like to live? Lovely. And now, hang on. Why am I still big? Yeah, okay, here we go. Lovely. I am once again allowed to be normal. Bingo is reactivated. I think I've gotten bingo working. What was our category for was it Druid Bingo? Random Druid Bingo, is that? Doesn't make it. Was it Druingo? Random Druingo. Huh? What were we using? Was it just Druids? No, that's only got 2 in it. I guess it was Druids. Welcome, Raiders. Hello. Shout out to a good Pete. And heck, why don't we also play a little clip of our friend a good Pete's channel?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Granny's on fire. Oh dear, oh dear. Now, has she got her teeth in?
All the Druids are gone now. We're just watching Granny.
Yeah, the Granny's really good.
You know what's down there, don't
Yeah,
you?
she does look in
There's
trouble.
an empty
It's
beaker
a-
with some teeth in it.
Oh, it's properly on fire. You did, Fluff
dear.
Weasel. You were right.
What a rotten end.
Yeah, this
The
is.
Andrew family. Any moment now, there's another
This
little
is the
place
finale of
to
Escape the North, isn't it?
Or is gonna pick Granny's revenge.
Oh, it's.
Or is she gonna do it herself?
Yeah, it's driven itself into the pit.
Go on, you're gonna miss the pension down the post office, love. Wanna be out of
What's the
arena
ref bot
quickly?
doing? Oh, the ref bot's in the pit.
There with her. The ref bot's gone in. Granny's got hold of the ref bot. What a dreadful thought.
Granny's revenge.
That's a great. That's one of my favourite ever battles.
The winner.
Could a resident Robot Wars expert tell me, did Rex Garrett invent the Srimech, or is that just urban legend? We're going to be looking back at Druids, but we're going to also be playing Druid Bingo, mostly so that I can just see if the bingo thing is working. I believe we determined that it's probably Druids. Okay, I'm going to have to refresh it just to get rid of that X. So we do Bingo, Druids. Okay, good. And I'm just going to end it again so that people have an opportunity to add more into the Druids Bingo card. Razor was screwed against Tornado. Absolutely, was a stitch up. So if you want that, if you want a subscriber, it is add Druids and then something you think might appear in the game. I'm just trying to get an interactive bingo card working. I think we will manage it. But last time I rolled it out, there were some technical issues. Clorm flakes, yep. Timeout, Mighty Fighty. Think there may have been a prior Srimech in the USA. That's fine. You can have more than one inventor of different things in different places. Cannibals, yeah. I think that's plausible. All right, while I see that getting populated, I'm just going to load the game up. I think we've got Druids over here, have we? Oh, lovely. Lovely, we are already ready to go. Let me check that the VGM works. Neversight, or to anyone else tuning in who might not be familiar with Mystery of the Druids. Mystery of the Druids was a 2001 German game adventure, point-and-click adventure, where you play this horrible policeman, Brent Halligan, who is a cop with Scotland Yard, who's on the search of some druids who have been murdering people in the home counties in order to gain control of the world. And you are an arsehole cop, and the game seems completely... it's buggy. The soundtrack is on another planet, and it's amoral. What a name. Can you say it again? Brent Halligan. Okay, and you're hearing these clonky footsteps? Sometimes he'll disappear. Alright, so we have just been captured by our first druid. We've just met our first druid in the game. We've been playing the game for 4 weeks. And he has kidnapped us and put us in this luxurious spare room. And so we're going from there. Objects that we have on us, because this is a point and click, we've got some broken scissors, some broken shears. We've got...
That's the printout of the database information on the circle. Lord Sinclair's address is on it as well. 234 Winchester Street.
We've got that. We've got this. There's no dialogue for what that is. We've got a fishing rod with a bucket tied onto the end. We've got some dusting for fingerprints dust.
Fingerprint powder.
Fingerprint powder is another way you could describe it. We've got some grass in a polythene bag. We've got a burnt femur in a polythene bag. We have some apple juice in a glass bottle. We have some leather gloves. We've got some plastic bags. And we've got case notes on the entire case.
My case file.
If the entire stream needs an upcank, then it's perhaps that you need an upcank on your end. I could turn myself up, but the levels look kind of all right on my end. So it could be that your device is down lower than normal. What's just happened?
Night has arrived. That's all I needed.
Okay, so now I know that if you click on that painting, night arrives.
Typical of guest rooms.
What is?
Typical of guest rooms.
What's typical of guest rooms?
Firmly locked. Firmly locked. I can feel that something's going on out there. I can feel that something's going on out there.
Is it really sounding quiet? Because it shouldn't be. How does it sound to everyone else?
Can't do anything without the key. This door looks really solid.
And I sound quiet because I'm telling you on my end, I'm going into the red occasionally. I'm too loud. At the peaks of my channel output, I'm honking loud, but the game is quiet. Okay, well, I'll keep reading the chat. If anyone has any more specific things you want me to do with the sound, I can do it.
Firmly locked, typical of guest rooms. These pictures are ugly. These pictures are ugly.
Okay, can I use this to go back to daytime? Oh, okay, and I can look behind this painting to see nothing. It's just that I own it now. I have it.
That's the picture with the tasteful motif.
Okay, misspelled as motive in the subtitles. Can the sound be slower? Not on a live recording. On a pre-recording, I can turn the pitch down. Can you speak in defensive accent? I physically can. You'll find that I refuse to. I have the means, but not the motivation. Okay. So, here's what we're looking for bingo tonight. Floating Man. The underestimated power of the druids. Still no druids. I don't think we're going to hit that one because we have met a druid now. Just need to Bad salt, unethical actions, a druid, I think that's plausible. Bad accent, feels different with gloves. Hello, Mr. Doyle. Pizza. We overestimated the power of the druids. Hovering under a chair. Doesn't think to go left. Ritual. 32 years old. A cab. Everyone's upset with us and rightfully so. Obtuse reasoning. Child soldiers. Craig Charles. Character just cannot be bothered to do a simple task. Krang. Flakes. Graphical glitch. And a pleasing and easy to solve puzzle. Okay. I cannot be displaying the card all the time, so if you want to see what's in the card, just type in read bingo, I think, and you'll be whispered the contents of the bingo card. What's Flakes? Ask Mighty Fighty. For now,
Can't do anything without the key.
we need to get out of here.
Typical of guest rooms.
Okay.
That's the picture with the tasteful motif.
Should I fingerprint the...
There's no point in that. Fingerprint powder.
Do I need...
This can't do anything without the key. A wardrobe. A wardrobe.
I'm getting a bit stumped already. I've just turned the game on and I'm stumped.
That could work, but I haven't got a screwdriver.
Haven't got a screwdriver. Well, I might not have a screwdriver, but I do have these broken scissors.
That's futile as well.
Okay. Well, I have got this.
You could hurt yourself with those. You could hurt yourself with those.
Okay. I've got this painting of a
It
druid.
won't improve if I put this picture next to it. I can feel that something's going on out there.
Couldn't the ghost have locked you in a closet or something? What do you mean?
Firmly locked. Firmly locked. A wardrobe.
Oh, hello. I can look under the door. Dust or...
There's a slit under the door.
You mean like a gap?
There's a slit under the door.
Yeah, just push this painting through it.
It won't improve if I put this picture next to it.
No, of course. You should put this fishing rod under it. Okay. No, you should put this bone under it. No, you should put this grass.
No way.
You should put this broken pruning shears
You
under
could
it.
hurt yourself with
You
those.
should put these scissors under it.
Looks like that's futile as well.
You should put this bottle under it.
Of course, it can't work like that.
You should put these gloves
That
under
won't
it.
feel different with gloves either.
You should put these bags under it.
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
Can you remove the canvas? I'm not sure how.
That's the picture with the tape. That won't. I don't. That does. Of course. I should. There's no. I can't. Not a good idea. I'd rather. Looks like I should think about it again.
I'm curious. Can you see there's some little things on the floor here? Can you do the thing where you put paper under the door, poke the key out the other side, and then pull it back in on the sheet of paper? Yeah, okay. Well, I can...
Now the button. It won't work like that. Looks like. No, that won't. I thought it wouldn't work like that. Think. No, not. No, I can't. I should think it would have. No, it won't. I should. I can't see any connection there. No, it would have surprised me if it had worked like that.
Yeah, and anything would surprise me if it works in this game.
There's a slit under the door. There's a slit under the door.
So there's some bits of something. Can I get those in a bag? No, they're non-interactable, so I don't know why they're there. Brett's gone mad after day one. Well, that's because you spent approximately 12 hours staring at that one painting.
Not a good idea.
Okay. If people have other ideas, I'm happy to hear them. I'm just going to keep trying to check that I haven't missed another thing that can be interacted with. It's not always that easy to tell. I look at this thing on the... Can I hang this back up? No. Okay. There's actually nothing to interact with here. It's just the scene remains. Put the painting on the wardrobe?
It won't improve if I put this picture next to it.
Is there a pin? No. I've got, like, the things that contain metal would be these scissors, these garden shears, the hook that presumably is still on the end of this fishing rod. And then that's it, really. Can you remove the painting from the frame? I wouldn't know how.
Not a good idea.
If I double-click the item back
No,
on
better
itself,
not. That's
nothing
the picture
happens.
with the tasteful motif.
And then I've tried double-clicking it against everything
I should
else.
think about. I can't. That doesn't. That will be. I can't see. I can't. I don't want. That's futile as well. There's no. That won't. No. I can't think first, Brent.
Scissors, yeah. I mean, that's just what I'm doing, right? I'm clicking the items on each other.
Think first.
But the scissors are broken, crucially. If you look at this symbol here, the scissors are broken because I cut through some wire with them, and they broke.
Lowry's paper scissors have suffered a bit. Part
They've
of the
suffered.
blade is gone. I don't believe it will work. I thought Lowry's paper scissors have suffered a bit. Part of
Do you
the
know, you might
blade
be
is
onto
gone.
something, because they haven't removed these items from our inventory, right? We still have them. So they must serve a purpose. And the idea that you could like smash the bits of metal off and use those as makeshift sharp metal for something, that sounds right to me. But I don't see hitting with a bottle.
Of course, it can't work like that. I can't see any connection there.
I think this is just to set the scene, although it is suggesting that you could do something with this.
Screwed on. Screwed on. That could work, but I haven't got a screwdriver.
We're specifically getting a hint about a screwdriver. Whether or not we should trust it is another thing, but it sounds like if we had a screwdriver, we could open the window. Is that on the night hole? No, the night hole is for what you stick the swinging window on, right? This is more of a lock that keeps the window shut.
Firmly locked.
Firmly locked. How would I get that? Use the bone?
No, but that won't help either.
No, I'd better not use the bone on the wardrobe.
That won't feel different. That won't feel different with gloves either.
Try the scissors on the window. With everything like that, I've tried every item on the window. Watch, I'll try every item on the window again.
It won't do. I can feel that something's going on out there. That won't help either. You could hurt yourself with those. No, not a chance. I thought it wouldn't work like that. It won't work like that. It won't work like that. That won't get me any further. I should think about it again.
I know it's considered a bit cheap just to try every item, but the puzzles are not always sensible.
No, better not. No, not a chance. It won't work like that. No, better not. That won't feel different with gloves either. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
But it's not like I have other ideas. I'm only rejecting your idea because I have tried it unsuccessfully.
These pictures are ugly. Typical of guest room. Typical of guest room. Typical of guest room. These pictures are ugly.
Did we try banging the debris by the door? Yeah, that was the first thing I thought. I'm very curious about these little ball bearingy things, or however, they're not interactable. When you have an item equipped, it gets a big X on it. So, this is curious. This whole tile doesn't have an X, but if I move it off that tile, it gets an X. So is the tile considered different? The tile has got the interactable cursor, but nothing's really happening. Nothing's really happening when I click.
It won't work. Think first, Brent.
I am thinking. What am I supposed to do?
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
Is smashing the glass of the window an option? I could try. It seems odd they're giving me a clue about screwdrivers to unlock the window, but I mean, given the circumstances, I think smashing anything's fair enough.
It won't improve if I put this. That doesn't work.
I don't have an obvious smashing object.
You could hurt yourself with those. That won't. I should think up something else. Looks like that won't work. That won't get me any further. I should think about it again. It won't work like that.
I could smash it with the bone.
Of course, it can't work like that.
I've got myself a big leg bone.
I can't do that. That won't feel different with gloves. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
I'd sit on the bed and have a cry. Yeah, I'm up for that. Shall I do it in the game or just in real life? Do an IRL stream?
Typical of guest rooms.
Streamer cries because 2001 adventure game is too confusing. Hang on, before we start looking under the door again, what does it say when I try to interact with the door?
Can't do anything without the key. This door looks really solid.
Okay, you can't ram the door. Understood. Door unrammable. Chair, table, nothing's interactable here. Bedside table, similar. Bed, also non-interactable. Rug, non-interactable. Central light fitting. Is there a light switch? I wish I'd done more in here before I turned it into night. I just had no idea looking at that picture would turn it into night. One-way trip to later in the game. What about emotionally blackmailing the wardrobe? Yeah, I could say that the way the wardrobe's not opening is making me have psychic damage, which could impact on my police work. Yeah, where's Albrot? Did RK previously suggest looking at what was left on the wall when you took the picture down? I'm not sure, but I have already tried. When you go back into this scene, there's nothing to interact with. I think it only exists because you have to be left in that scene after you take the picture down. There's a pin? Oh my life, you're right.
It's a nail.
Oh my life.
It's a nail.
Give me the nail. Pull the nail out with these scissors.
That won't get me any further.
Something's got to pull this nail out. How did I? Okay. I used the painting to take the nail out.
Thank you for
Thank you
triggering
for triggering the welcome bear.
I love to
I
see
love
new
seeing new
faces in
faces in the
and I
chat.
love to see
Let's see this community
go
grow from strength to strength. Poor G, this is how this game operates. The things that solve the puzzles are not things that you would ever think. So of course we're taking the nail out of the wall with the painting. Oh, hello new user Albrot. How are you doing today? Okay, so now we have a nail. Could we use the nail to open the window?
No, I would only scratch everything. No, I would only...
No. Oh, could you use it?
Firmly locked.
Can you use the nail?
No, I would only scratch everything.
Let's just try using the nail on all my existing items. Nail on this? Oh, for some reason with the nail, you can remove the painting from the frame. Because it's Mystery of the Druids. Said that too. Okay, Oracle. Okay. But you also didn't enable VODs, did you? Sorry, I'm just using whatever fodder I have. So what do I do with these things that I have?
I don't believe it. Of course, it won't. That's... I should think this is the frame of the picture I took down.
Do I slide the actual painting image under the door?
That's futile as well.
What if I put it on a...
It won't work like that.
Painting under the door. I'm still... Okay, so what... You've seen the items I have. I have a painting, a frame, a nail, broken scissors, broken garden shears, like a little dossier, a clipboard, a bucket on the end of a fishing rod, fingerprint powder, grass in a bag, bone in a bag, bottle, gloves, plastic bags, and then another dossier. The clipboard should work. Yeah, but the clipboard's not a new item. This on this?
That won't get me any further. No, I can't. Of course, that won't get me any further. It won't. There's no point in that.
Nail on the tiles. Okay. It's not giving me... It's being odd. It's not giving me like a that doesn't do anything message.
No, I would only scratch everything.
Like the tile is interactable. I get an X over here. And this is interactable, but only get a no message over here.
No, I would only scratch everything. No, I would only scratch everything.
Glue to painting to yourself. Can you put the nail on something to reduce the scratchiness? I need to de-scratchify the nail. Could you use the scarf? Scarf's gone. We used the scarf to catch the cat in France. Do you remember? And then it was gone. So the scarf's used up. Could we put the gloves on the nail?
No, not a chance. No, I don't believe Lowry's paper scissors have suffered a bit. Part of the blade is gone.
Yeah, the problem is when you start thinking about it,
Think first, Brent.
there's the risk we'll come up with solutions better than what the game will have, and then we'll be disappointed.
No, better not. No, not a chance.
Can we just put the painting back in the frame?
I don't believe that won't help. That won't get. I don't. That's the canvas I detached from the picture.
What about nail on
No,
wardrobe?
I would only scratch everything. No, I would only scratch everything.
I hate the way he pronounces the word no in that. It really winds me up.
Firmly locked. A wardrobe.
No.
No, I would only
No.
scratch everything.
No. I hate it. Can you pick the lock with anything? Well, you'd think the nail, right? What if I could...
No, not a chance. That's a nail.
That's a nail.
That's a nail. I'd rather think about it again.
Like, lockpicks are just like versatile metal, right? It's normally like drawing pins that you can squeegee around. So maybe a nail if you bent it into a weird shape. No point with being told no. I love hearing no. Decisively. Can you see the lock at all? Well, I guess there's...
A wardrobe. Firmly locked.
No, you can't look at that lock. You can see this lock a bit better. It's just this circle,
That could
though.
work, but I haven't got a screwdriver.
No, but I do have a nail.
No, I would only scratch.
And then this is also locked, but it's probably
Can't do
implied
anything
that,
without the key.
probably implied I'm supposed to use the gap under the door.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. I'm just using a nail on a door. Nothing's happening. Did my best. Oh, I know, Josie. I'm just reaching for straws. The window can't be a credit card trick. Well, I don't have a credit card, but I do have this piece of paper. But no, the actual like slit between the window frames isn't interactable.
Not a good idea.
I have a clipboard, but I bet that won't fit. Surely you must have to... Yeah, there's three things. One, you can interact with the lock on the window. So maybe that's something. Two, you can look under the door. So that's got to be something. Three, which I'm less certain about, is there's a wardrobe. And they talk about it being locked. And maybe you can look in. But I don't know about that. Can you lever up a tile? I'm so confused by this tile. Because you can't, look at it. Normally you
There's
can
a
look.
slit under the door.
Left click to interact, right click to look, but I can't look at it. Oh, hello. You had to click the nail on this gap between the two tiles. Of course. So if you just click on the tile, you won't get it. You have to click on the gap. Nice. You could.
What was that? God! Somebody's screaming out there in the forest.
Should we take a look at the forest then? If we're not interested in the tile anymore.
What the hell's going on out there? What the hell's going on out there? I have to get out of here. What the hell's going on out there? I have to get out of here. That could work, but I haven't got a screwdriver. No, I would only scratch.
Yeah, not a good time to be scratching things. So, this? Yeah, great. Yeah, good. Good stuff. And how does this help me? And how is this helping me? Now you can do the key catching thing. Oh, I see. You push the key out with the nail, and then you've caught it. I see. I see.
I can't do that. Think first, Brent.
I thought I was.
I can't do that. Looks like that. Of course, it can't work like that.
Push it out with a
I
fishing
should
rod?
think about it again.
Oh, it's going to be some. Either I'm using the wrong item, or I'm not clicking the exact right
Can't do anything.
pixel.
Can't do anything without the key. Can't do anything. Can't. This. The keyhole is dark.
Ah, okay. So there is a keyhole. You just cannot see it for the life of
I
you.
think there's something in it on the other side.
Okay, so if I click anywhere here,
This door looks really
but
solid.
right here is a
I
keyhole.
think there's something in it on the other side.
Fucking hell. All right. There we go. You just had to know the keyhole's different from the door in the dark, and you can't make it any brighter. Okay. And then use it. Brent?
Here we are. The key.
Sick. All right, great. We earned it. Key on window? I honestly don't. I think the window's all just to tell you about the setting.
Doesn't fit. Would have surprised me anyway.
Would have surprised me anyway if this key fit in this hole.
Doesn't fit. Would have surprised me anyway.
In fairness, actually, it would have been strange because we already know it's the key to this door. And people don't often have a key that does their windows, wardrobes, and doors. So that is fair, actually. There's a lot of good criticisms you make of the game. That was not one of them. Nice. Save. Druids 12. Let's go. Yes, thank you, Josie. Thank you to everyone who helped me solve that because I didn't solve it on my own, did I? Okay, did we come across anything we got to click off? Nothing unethical. Obtuse reasoning. Do you think we can already tick off obtuse reasoning? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's all we've got so far. So last time this wasn't working. It should award a mall point to whoever put this on the card. And it should work. Obtuse reasoning. Congratulations, Lucy Lefty. You have a mall point. It worked. I can't believe it. Yes, it does say that, Moral. And if we ever encounter one, I'll be glad to tick it off.
It's locked.
Okay. Or can we use this key then? What was the point of this key? Because we still have it.
It doesn't fit here. It doesn't fit here.
Okay, it doesn't fit in the door, but what about the keyhole?
It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit here.
I think not. Now doors and keyholes are the same thing. In?
It's locked.
Ah, they're all going to be locked. Oh yes. Armor. Put the armor on, Brent.
A suit of armor. Late Middle Ages. Not that I'd know that. It's engraved on the stone plate below.
I was going to comment on how he knew that. So I'm glad it preempted. So am I looking to run away?
I have to find the back door to get to the forest where the screams came from.
Oh. I wouldn't in your shoes. There's some gore. Ah, thank you, Tickseed. Oh, yes. This is perhaps one of my favourite rooms in the whole game. Just from the immediate vibe. Lovely pre-rendered. Oh, and I can look at this rhino. Yes. Rhino? Oh.
What's that? Seems to be a pictogram, but I don't know what it's supposed to mean. What's that? Seems to be a pictogram, but I don't know what it's supposed to mean.
Oh, I'm going to have to remember some pictograms, aren't I? Fine. Okay, so we've got two zigzaggy lines on top of each other. We've got an X with smoke coming off it. Then we've got 3 vertical wavy lines and 3 horizontal straight lines. Oh, do you think it's going to be like a map? Oh god, yeah, I think you might be right. What? So that third one's a river. Mountains of the campfire. F1 is the onsen symbol. That could be mountains or hills, I suppose. That's a fire. That makes sense. Then that's a river. And then I'm not sure. The last one could be like a plateau. It could just mean a road or a path. I don't know. We'll obviously encounter another thing that uses them if they're important. Anything on here?
Dinner table is laid for a dinner for 6 people.
Thank you, Brent. Oh, and then here's some more puzzle pictures at the back. Okay, we've got the shit digger. We've got the windy woods. The windy woods. The muckraker. The castle on the hill. And the river, huh? Okay, what are you saying? Earth, wind, water. So, wind... okay, hang on. Going from the beginning. Wind, that's pretty cut and dry. And what's this then? Earth, is this your black bile? That's as earth as it gets, right? Hang on, what are the 4 elements? Fire is supposed to be one of them, right? So maybe poo is fire. That's not fire, is it? That's water again. Poo is fire. Well, of all the 3, between a windy woods, a pile of shit, a nice castle above a village in the autumn, and a river, which one is the most fire? I'd say a pile of shit, because it's warm and it's sort of stinging, isn't it? Poo. Poo sort of stings. The fireplace, not the fire. Nah, because it's not a painting. It's a different kind of thing. Yeah, wind, earth, air, and then a lovely pastoral painting of a castle. Trigger warning for gore here. Oh, the run.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love to see new faces in the chat, and I love to see this community grow from strength to strength.
We've got a cutscene. Do you not want to hear it?
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength
Next to him
to
is
strength.
Bishop Stevenson, the Earl of Sutcliffe, one of the Queen's closest advisors. And the gentleman sitting beside you is Mr. Smothers of the Worldwide Foods Corporation.
Mr. Smothers.
I'm sure you're curious to learn what our club is all about. But I would suggest you have a bite to eat first. You look pale.
How did they get to this point? They cut the guy's leg off, and now he's sitting down.
No, we have been following your investigations into these, shall we say, deaths in London for some time. I expect your experience in the park will have convinced you that we are, to a certain degree, responsible for these incidents.
Don't eat it.
As you may have noticed, the meat we are eating at this meal has a rather unique flavour. It is human flesh, Mr. Halligan.
Still chewing?
This flesh is the source of life force. It grants us strength and power. You will soon discover the incomparable feeling of power for yourself. It will be grander than any feeling you have ever felt. Very soon now, when the day of the ritual's completion has come.
Why are you still eating? Why are you still eating?
That will put an end to the wretched hustle and bustle of this world and make room for something grand.
Why are you
A
eating
world
this?
ruled by druids. I must admit your investigation had us worried for a moment, Mr. Halligan.
Just
We even
emotionlessly
made
eating
plans to
it.
put a stop to them by arranging a little extra. But you are a very lucky man. You will witness the great day yourself, and you will be there on the right side. For by eating this flesh, you have become one of us. Welcome to the circle, Mr. Halligan.
What? Is this one of the endings? Have I got the bad ending where Brent just becomes a druid? What the fuck's going on? Why did he cheers? I mean, I get like going into deep cover, I guess, but you ate human flesh? Melanie, goodbye. I'm a druid now. It switches control to her, and we have to take down Brent Halligan. The game would redeem itself. We need to destroy Brent Halligan. Okay, well, let's just... Oh, she actually runs reasonably quickly. No. Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah, she does much quicker than him. Right, let's just gormlessly ring on the main entry gate.
Yes? Hello?
Hello? Is this Lord Sinclair?
No, miss, I am sorry. I am Lord Sinclair's butler.
I'd like to talk to Lord Sinclair.
On what matter, miss?
I'm looking for a detective from Scotland Yard.
You are looking for a detective? Miss, in that case, I would recommend you to contact Scotland Yard. This is the house of Lord Sinclair, which is not difficult to see.
I thought the detective might be here.
No, I am sorry. A Detective Halligan has not been here.
Could
Did
I
she
talk
say
to Lord
Halligan?
Sinclair, please?
I am sorry, miss, but his lordship is not here.
I see.
Have a good day, miss.
Yes, this servant was played by one of the nephews of one of the designers. Well, she may have said Halligan, but if she hadn't, you'd expect that trope to come up, right? I'm just trying to get my head around that last scene. So Halligan goes out and sees them ritually sacrificing someone, and he falls to his knees because he's that disturbed, which I think is fair enough. And then we cut to him eating human flesh, and they go, "That's human flesh, by the way." And he goes, "Okay, yeah." Keeps eating it. And they go, "Yeah, so anyway, you're a druid now." And he goes, "Yeah, cool." What happened between those two things? What possibly fills that gap? What's going on with that? Like, is he turned? He's been mind bothered. Oh.
There are some stones here.
I can't wait to make use of these stones. Do you think I use it to distract the guards?
Stop right there! Hey, what is that?
Leave me alone, you bastards!
Well, there's no need to be that upset. What are you doing here, sweetheart? Are you looking for something?
I...
She got through the hole in the fence.
Oh, little lady. You shouldn't have done that. Now Lord Sinclair will have a surprise guest for his dinner tonight.
What? What are you going to do to me?
You'll find out soon enough, sweetheart.
Just instant hard cut to this stupid room. Do you think there was a way I could have avoided going in here then? What?
Mr. Halligan. Oh God, I'm so glad to see you.
I'm
what
a
are
druid
you doing
now.
Here?
I'm preparing dinner.
You're having dinner with Lord Sinclair? That bastard got me locked in here. I really don't want to have dinner with someone like that.
You're not being asked.
What? Mr. Halligan? Is everything all right with you?
Come with me, Miss Turner.
Where?
Into the garden. I have to prepare dinner.
In the garden? Mr. Halligan, what are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
Come with me, Miss Turner. Dinner will be ready soon, and you will be our guest of honor.
We got skeletonized. I love this game. Oh God, Dolby. Okay, let me load Druids 12. Jesus. Alright. Well, I'm glad I saved here, hey? You never know when you're just going to randomly die. No, down here. This the good ending? I think it was going to be off. I think when we look back on things, it will be our favourite ending. I also wonder if going out there was the bad ending. Like, is there anything else I could have done before I went out here? Because it felt like there were a bunch of clues and things, and I never acted on them. Like, it seems like Brent getting hypnotised in the first place isn't great.
The front door. It's locked.
I think the reason you want to come
I have
back
to
in is
find the
because
back door to get to the forest where the screams came from.
I think if you're actually like a clever group of druids and you've got a detective looking for you, and the detective is like got your address on file as I think this guy's behind it. What you don't want is for their last whereabouts for them to be saying, I'm going to go see that lord, and then vanishes forever. Better that they go, I'm going to go see that lord, and then they live with the lord and go, this lord's my best friend, he's done nothing wrong, and I'm a cop. So I think it makes sense. I think it's a clever plan for the druids.
Door. No idea where it leads to.
I can't think of anything else to do. But I think this can't be the end of Brent. I've never even got a chance to use this picture frame. Or these gloves. I never got a chance to use the gloves. Use the glove on the statue? Doesn't even entertain the idea. Could there be anything up these stairs? You used the gloves, did I? Did I use the gloves? What did I use the gloves on?
It's locked.
It's locked.
It's locked.
Yeah, I can't die. I haven't used the gloves. Although apparently I have.
It's locked.
The electric fence. Did I? The gloves? Yeah, maybe you're right. I can't see anything else I could even try and do.
A door.
Let's go play as Melanie. Let's get this guy killed. Not killed. You know, brain killed. Ego death, the cop. No, Melanie is good value. I'm just worried that we're, you know, making a big error that will keep us from the good ending. So there's your look at the meat. It's not a nice meal, though, even if you were a cannibal.
Halligan, I don't believe I have introduced you to the...
Like, it's very 1970s just to put it in a big ring. Okay, so we're going to go through, and then we're going to use the stones to distract. And I'll save just before.
some stones here.
Ow, there are some stones here. Me when I'm in the bush. Ow, there are some stones here.
Stop! Stop right there!
Oh, let me load
Leave me
then.
alone, you...
Well,
Let me load. Just let me load. Oh my life. Let me just load the old save then. Let me load. Please. Please just let me load.
Oh God, what?
And not this every time. Hello, Immoral. I've gotten skeletonized for the second time in about 5 minutes. I think it's not going to let me do anything until it literally reloads the entire game like this. And then it forces me to reload from the first scene of the game. Okay. Any bright ideas on where I throw these stones? Oh, I could throw them at this bush and then they run to that bush instead.
Stop! Stop right there!
I don't know what's...
Leave
I
me...
hate this. This is the meat that Josie says she's seen before.
Mr. Halligan. Oh God, I'm so glad to see you. What are you doing here?
I'm preparing dinner.
You're having dinner with Lord Sinclair? That bastard got me locked in here. I really don't want to have dinner with someone like that.
You're not being asked.
What? Mr. Halligan? Is everything all right with you?
Come with me, Miss Turner.
Where?
Into the garden. I have to prepare dinner.
In the garden? Mr. Halligan, what are you talking about?
Come with me.
I'm worried Alt F4ing would turn off the virtual box. And then the virtual box would try to save state this exact moment in the game. Is it the direction the guards are facing? Oh yeah, who knows? That is such an obnoxious fail state. They could at least give me a little chance, like, to have some... I'm gonna leave. Can I leave this area? No. Okay.
Oh man, this is not a good time.
I have some stones. Can I look? No. No, can't look at anything. So currently they're both looking away. They're both facing away from me. I threw some stones. It achieved nothing. There's only two things that I can throw stones at. This man and this bush. As far as I can tell. So now that they're both facing away, I'm going to chuck stones at the man on the left.
What was that?
Let's have a look.
Nice. I have gamed. Run, Melanie. I'm not getting you skeletonized again.
Stop right there! Hey, what is that?
Leave me alone,
What is
you
that?
bastards!
Well, there's
And then here, just give me like a second. Just give me a second of control so I can reload.
Mr. Halligan. Oh God, I'm...
Anyone have any nice dinners tonight? I watched a movie. I had some meatballs and I watched a movie. I watched a movie about a woman who did a podcast about bricks. Has anyone seen it? Jonesy, have you seen it? It's a woman who does a podcast about bricks for 90 minutes. It was called Monolith. It's Australian. It was released in 2022. It's not as experimental as I'm making it sound. But it is a single actor, single environment film about a woman who is running a podcast about bricks. I have not bottled exactly, but I've intended to watch Zone of Interest a few times, and I kept thinking, is now the time? Do I want to walk in the rain and then watch a movie about the Holocaust? I think it would have to be very sunny and nice for me to want to do that. But then I'd want to be in the nice outdoors, wouldn't I?
What was that?
What was that? What was that? Druids 14. Saving myself anytime I possibly can. Melanie, go in there. Do not F around.
Stop right there!
What is going wrong there?
Hey, what is that?
Leave me alone, you bastards!
Well, there's no need to be that upset.
What is going wrong there? There are 2 bushes. Yeah. But they're around the corner, so you'd think you'd want them to be around the corner from the window you want to go in, right?
Mr. Halligan! Oh God, I'm so glad to see you. What are you doing here?
I'm preparing dinner.
You're having dinner?
I like when they both run up to an adult woman. They go, "What is that? What is that?" Yeah, like that little conversation, I think, is some of the weirdest voice acting in the game. Okay, so
What was that?
Let's have a
what
look.
was that? You assume it's 2 bushes for a reason. Do you think maybe I'm supposed to use that to get over and run and hide behind this bush, perhaps? Doesn't feel massively useful. But you never know, do you?
Nothing to be seen.
Yeah.
Stop right there!
Just give me control in this minute. Just give me control just during this section. Does that mean...
Hey, what is that?
Leave me
can't hide
alone, you
behind that bush.
bastard!
You should not.
Reception, that was precisely what I was trying to do. When the guard rushes to the front, wait until he is standing next to the other guard.
Mr. Halligan! Oh God, I'm so glad to see you. What are you doing here?
Hang on.
I'm preparing.
Let me read this. When the guard rushes to the front, wait until he is standing next to the other guard. Then make a dash to the other bush and pause there until both are standing still. Okay, let me get this in my brain. So you run to the second bush and then you wait for them. Oh, let me check I understand. This seems to have fast-forwarded me to a state where they're in their default positions, but I'm at the second bush. Fine, which is fine. Do I throw a rock? I don't think I could throw a rock here from here, could I?
What was that?
Let's have a look.
What was that? Okay, and then surely, when they're both standing still, they are now both standing still. And I'm not going to go at a run. I'm going to go at a walk so I don't make too much noise.
Nothing to be seen.
Yeah.
Stop right there!
She's going, though. She's going. She's going in.
Oh no! Where am I now?
Yes!
This is like being in a ghost train. That must be Lord Sinclair's study.
Okay, Druids 17. We earned this. Alright, let's... Okay, pentagram.
A pentagram. A druid's foot would suit Lord Sinclair better.
A druid's foot.
A weird picture.
Yeah, is that your professional opinion? Oh, here we go. Here's our favourite symbols. River, mountains, campfire and the M1. Or I guess just any dual carriageway, really. Oh, sick. Yes. Don't mind that. That's just my oven. That can do popcorn in 10 seconds. 2 bones.
Bones. These are definitely human bones.
Have one for the road? No. Alright. Skull?
Skull. Sinclair uses it as a paperweight.
This is definitely a human skull.
His desk. Looks expensive. And weird
My air
somehow.
scryer. I just want to give reception a little point for air scryer. I think that's very funny. That's a rare case of me rewarding wordplay. But it was just very good.
Ugh, that looks like blood.
Ugh, yuck. Melanie, you're not going to like it here. Egg.
Damn, it's locked.
Damn. Maybe this box is important. Like there's 4 things here. Feels puzzly. And in front of it there's these 4 things. That's as much as I've got, really. Have I got any stones? Yeah, cool. Do you want some stones? Should I put some stones on the desk?
That's futile as well.
It's futile to put stones on a desk. Look at this pile of skulls. Yeah, nice.
Are these skulls real? Looks like it.
It looks like these skulls are real. Put the stones on the skull.
It won't work like that.
It won't work to put stones on a skull. What do I do?
How can I take this heavy thing with me? You could knock somebody out with that.
I think you are already travelling with at least 1 skull. I have never gone anywhere without a skull. I think if you're checking them all point to someone else, you put a question mark on the command. I know it's not obvious. I know none of these things are obvious. Put the stones in here, turn them into gold.
I should try and think of something else.
I am trying to think of something else. No. I mean more point. I know it's not. I can't apologise for more of how obtuse these things are, but that's the command. Let's just go back outside. Shall we? I'm out of ideas. I'm just going to save. Druids 18. If they're letting me go back outside, it must be reasonable.
The guards are still on patrol out there. I can't get back outside.
I can't get... Did she see Beck outside?
The guards are still on patrol out there. I can't get back outside.
Back outside. I feel like we've only heard one voice in this, which wasn't like quite posh, and it was literally a homeless man sat on the floor with a Woolworths bag. That's like the class stratification of the world of Mystery of the Druids. You're either like a professor, a cop, or you're literally dying. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you had some proper cockneys, yeah. I bet they're getting a decent wage, though. I'm sure this is highly skilled work. being goons for the main villain. Although they're villains, aren't they? They probably don't pay very well. But then you'd want to for keeping the secret. Like, it'd be very easy to out these people as druids, right? To the sun or whoever. That'd be a quick payday for a goon.
A weird picture. A weird picture.
Yeah? Do you want to use a stone on it? No. Would the druids only eat poor people or rich people? I don't know, actually. I think they're eating rich people. I can't remember. I think there was some point you learned who the victims were. I don't know how I'm so confused. There's not enough. I've only got stones. Oh, I didn't notice this. The symbols are on these pillars.
What's that? An altar?
Yeah, sacrifice these stones.
Oh, Melanie, that won't work.
Oh, Melanie, you fool. Stones in the blood?
That doesn't help either.
Okay, I must be missing something that's interactable. Oh, I can look at the second skull totem. No, I'm not. I'm looking at this again. Stones?
I should concentrate. Oh, Melanie, that won't work. Bones.
Bones. I must be missing something. The trick is to work out what I have missed. Telephone. Ring the police.
His desk. Looks expensive.
This is a great time to ring the police using this phone. Melanie?
His desk. Looks expensive.
Melanie?
Weird somehow.
Melanie? Receiver's far too heavy. She can't even lift a skull.
How can I take this heavy thing with me? You could knock somebody out with that.
I must be missing something. It's such a small space. By the way, it's a lot bigger on whatever you're looking at it. I'm looking at it, it's like less than a quarter of my monitor resolution. And if I try to scale it up, it sort of breaks. And I get like either graphical errors or more likely the game crashes. So I'm pixel hunting harder than it seems. There is actually, they're on YouTube. The actual, not the sound effects, but the background music is, I know Spiffing found some of them, but I found a higher definition rip more recently. So I can listen to the French pier music, which I'm, for some reason, very fond of. I'm going to look at the pentagram again. We'll just go around everything and see if we can figure something out. Yeah, what's all this? Oh, hello. Okay, so... okay, well. So, what is the thing? Oh no, I've become confused. What am I... Oh, okay, I can click directly on these people. But what do I want them to do? Oh, there's always a person. Okay. There's always a person who is in the middle, who is just arms akimbo. Do I just want to line up the black notch with the akimbo person? Oh, and the akimbo person can only go one way? No. Click on the other side of them and they go the other way. Do you match the pentagram to the one where he turns around? At the bottom? Okay. And then if I can get the pentagram upside down? Oh, that was good. I heard a little clicky. Door?
Damn, it's locked.
Well, I heard a clicky. The altar? This? No, that's not interactable. That's just to give you a clue. The painting? Oh no, it could be yeah, alright. Yeah, alright then. Yeah, alright. Well, and that's not...
That looks interesting.
That is interesting, yeah. I'd say that.
How can I take this heavy thing with me? His desk. Looks expensive. And weird somehow.
You know, I'm not 100% if the pentagram is what let me slide the painting out. There is a small chance I never left-clicked on it, and I only right-clicked on it. So there is a small chance that we're still a little bit uncertain about whether I have, in fact, solved the pentagram puzzle. In another game, it wouldn't let you continue moving a puzzle if you'd solved it. There's a click, though, isn't there? Yeah, you can hear that? A little clicky? That has to be the solution. Stop it. Yeah, that has to be it. The clicky must mean something. So, look on the painting. The star, the moon, and skull are in specific positions for a reason. You're all so clever. I admire my clever friends. Do you know, if that was true, and I don't doubt it. Aha, okay, I was going to say, if that was true, they'd let me continue to see the painting. And they have. Okay, so we've got star, moon, and skull. Oh, Cheetah Albrot. Cheetah Albrot just wants to see the game's content faster. Star, moon, and skull. So in what order do you think Star, Moon and Skull goes? You've condensed in the past? Yeah, probably. I don't deny whatever it is you might be saying. And in fact, it's not even that I don't want you to feed me these little hints. But I feel cleansed if I can launder my feeling of cheating by acting as though I have no idea why you're saying these things. And if you don't want to inhabit that role of someone who's being chastised for cheating, even though implicitly I do want this to happen, then I understand. That would be fair. Okay, so we don't know like what order this denotes. There's no like star, moon, and skull in other places. But we do know it's probably just these three locations, right? It's just an upside down triangle. And there's only so many of those you can do. You can just brute force those, can't you? So that would be one. That would be another. And then this is the last point of the triangle. It's not that. Let's try a triangle where we go up to the top right next. And then we go up to the top left. Was that? No, can't have been correct. So maybe we'll do starting down. Then we go top left, then we go top right. Okay. Starting on the top left, then we go right, then we go down. No, we did that one, didn't we? So we go start at the top left, then we go down, then we go right. Okay, and then starting on the top left, then we go down. Then we go left. Okay, and then starting on the top right, then we go left, then we go down. And then that's every possible combination of a triangle that we can do. Like a bored dentist, I'm brute forcing a triangle code. No, something's wrong. That sounds different. Yeah, it did occasionally sound different. I didn't understand it. But I think brute forcing is probably a bad way to go. There's a star, there's a moon, there's a skull. Something in here is going to be telling us the order. So there's a star here. The pentagram is a star. There are skulls. There are 2 skulls. I guess the pentagram is a star with specifically 5 sides. And there are 2 towers of skulls. Can you dial anti-clockwise? I think it was the star that sounded different. I think it could be... My worry is that all of those attempts were invalid because that clicking sound tells you when an attempt is failed, which tells you how long the code's supposed to be. So let's just click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe not then, maybe not. That's different. That's a different noise, isn't it? Okay. Oh yeah, you can do that. All right. That's a different noise. Let's go straight down. Ah. So maybe I want to consistently try and get that noise. Clonk. I want to keep more clonks. One o'clock? Okay. So we've just done 10 o'clock. And now we're looking for 1 o'clock. Oh, nice. Now 6 o'clock. Okay, it wasn't
Voila!
2 o'clock.
Open.
It was 2 o'clock. Okay.
This is the amulet of transformation Mr. Blake talked about. It seems to be really important for Lord Sinclair.
Not a good angle for her there, I think.
Mr. Halligan. God, what a relief.
Yes, thank you, Josie, for solving that.
What was that for? Have you gone mad? What's wrong, Brent? Why are you hitting me?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, God, stop it! What's the matter with you? Don't you recognize me? Brent, stop it!
She did say you could knock someone out with it. But she also said she couldn't pick one up.
What happened?
Brent! Is that you? Do you recognize me?
Of course I recognize you. Bloody hell, what's going on? Oh my God, I'm feeling sick. Everything's spinning.
I had to hit you over the head. You were acting like a madman.
Wait, I just have to get it together for a moment. Oh, Melanie, you can't imagine what I've gone through here.
Oh yes, Brent, the Druids must have got to your brain. They must have done it days ago and then made you poison that man and then steal that fishing rod and then blow up that mausoleum. God, the Druids have been making you do terrible things for days.
How did you get here anyway? Have you been here long?
I got your message. Can't you remember? I thought you might need help out here.
Oh, right. The copy.
I had a look around the room, Brent, and I found the amulet Mr. Blake mentioned on the phone.
Where?
It was in Sinclair's safe, together with a parchment.
So Sinclair had it. I'm sure Mr. Blake will be interested in that.
But now, tell me what's been happening here, Brent. What's Sinclair up to?
Ironically, a nicer person as a druid? I don't think so. He did slap Melanie in the face. The angle of the slap, it appeared to be going like up, like it was. I really enjoyed the strange angle. Melanie, I saw this Lord Sinclair killed somebody. Just what happened?
What happened?
You threatened me. You tried to kill me.
I did what?
You tried to kill me, Brent. You hit me. Don't ever do that again. Do you understand?
Melanie, I didn't know what I was doing. I can't even remember hitting you.
Oh, God, Brent. What's this Sinclair done to you?
You tried to kill me. Don't ever try to kill me again.
Melanie, I saw how this Lord Sinclair killed somebody.
What? When did you see that? And where?
Last night, here on the estate. Sinclair caught me immediately after my arrival and had me locked up. I could hear screams when I was in that room. Horrible screams. I escaped and ran outside to the forest behind the estate. And there I saw it.
What did you see?
Sinclair and some other men. They wore habits, and they were just about to cut a living human being into pieces with a sickle.
That can't be true.
I saw it with my own eyes, Melanie. It was horrible.
Oh, God. And what happened to you? Why didn't you recognize me?
It must have had something to do with the food.
It must have had something to do with the food.
What food?
Sinclair and his friends invited me to their dinner. The food did something to me. Anyway, Sinclair had no compunction in telling me all about the Circle and about their future plans over dinner. The Circle wants to complete the ritual and to put a curse on the world which will make us all their slaves.
That's nonsense.
No, Melanie. You've seen what these people did to me. They're mad. And they are serious. I'm sure about that now.
What's going on in there? Open the door! Open it at once!
The guards, Brent. They're at the door. We have to leave.
Open the door! Jack, get the key!
Yeah, Melanie, I think you're right. We really should get out of here. And we should do it now. We made it.
Yes, thank God. I couldn't have taken it in that house even a second longer.
Everything all right with you?
Yes, I'm a bit out of breath. And you, Brent?
My head is still throbbing a bit, but apart from that, I'm okay. We have to go, Melanie. Now.
Where?
To Mr. Blake. If anybody can tell us something about the incidents in this house, he can.
Okay, let's move.
Mr. Blake, I'm glad you're here. There's a lot we need to tell you. We've experienced something simply incredible.
Calm down, Mr. Halligan. Let's discuss it all in peace and quiet. Well, perhaps you'd like to introduce me to the young lady?
Oh, of course. I almost forgot in all this excitement. Mr. Blake, this is Dr. Melanie Turner from the Anthropological Museum in Oxford.
Oh, yes, of course. We spoke on the telephone.
That's right. Pleased to meet you at long last, Mr. Blake.
Now,
And I inhabited her torso.
Have you found out any more about the Circle?
Any more? It's a nightmare, Mr. Blake.
Go on.
So, I need to explain this before the music goes mad, but so Brent remembers when the Druids were explaining their plan. So he wasn't cursed. When we're trying to work out the timeline of when Blake got brainwashed, and when Brent was brainwashed, he doesn't have any memories from that time. So when he accepted to go and have dinner with them and listen to their plans while he ate human meat, he wasn't brainwashed at that point because he remembers all of that. And he remembers going to dinner with them. So all of that wasn't under their mind control. So when he heard it was human flesh and then took another bite, he was still compos mentis. Anyway, we found the amulet.
Mr. Blake, we found the amulet you were talking about.
It seems
the
that way,
amulet of
Tixie.
transformation.
You found it? My God. Show it to me.
Prediction, this guy's a druid.
Yes, that's it. Where was it?
In a hidden safe. In the office of the leader of this ominous circle. There was a parchment with it, with completely illegible signs on it. Here, take a look. Do they make any sense to you?
They're very unusual runes. I'll have to take a look at this in peace. Go on with your story.
Lord Sinclair is insane, Mr. Blake. I managed to gain access to his estate.
Then what?
Well, he'd obviously been expecting me and had me locked up at once.
What happened next?
I witnessed a murder taking place.
We've seen all this. Do we have to just
On
explain
Sinclair's
it all
estate?
again? This has just happened. Anything else, any other book or video game or movie wouldn't just have you recounting this so soon after it happened in full.
Yes. I saw them cutting the flesh from a human body. A live body.
With a sickle?
Yes.
I knew it. What you witnessed was a ritual for the transferal of life force. Were you seen?
I passed out. When I came to, I was sitting at a laid table with Sinclair and 4 other men.
Was there food on the table?
Yes, meat.
You didn't eat any, surely.
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
I know. It was the victim's flesh, wasn't it?
Yes. You have taken part in the ritual, Mr. Halligan. How on earth did you manage to get away?
Miss Turner got me out.
Melanie
If
hit
it hadn't
you
been
with a
for
skull.
her, I wouldn't be here now.
You're a brave woman, Miss Turner.
Miss Turner? Oh, right. Sorry, I've got a choice. I thought she'd just gone. She just zoned out.
What do we do now?
Why don't we just send a police contingent round there? You're a detective, Mr. Halligan, and Lord Sinclair is a murderer.
There won't be anything to find by the time they get there. Sinclair and his friends are no fools. They'll proceed as they've done in all the other cases. They'll just dump the bones somewhere to save the police hunting high and low for a corpse. Scotland Yard will file it away. End of case.
Seeing this community grow from strength to strength. Thank you for triggering the welcome bear. New user, Ava Liversidge. We're just playing some Mystery of the Druids. One of the worst games we've played on this channel, I think, in all time. Why do they dump the bones in a public place? Yeah, why did they go as far as Epping Forest? These things aren't clear.
But I saw them commit murder.
Yes, you're a witness. A simple detective up against 5 highly influential citizens. Who'd believe you? You don't stand a chance.
Have you found out yet what stopped the completion of the ritual 1,000 years ago?
I've
It's some
deciphered
of that
the text a
lovely
little
Dr.
further,
Clem,
but
and
some
I'm
of the
just so
science are
glad
just
to be
completely
drinking it.
unknown to me.
I thought you said the amulet was important to the ritual.
Yes, that's what the inscription says.
Yeah, but then everything's all right now. After all, I've got it. Let's just melt it down, then this nightmare will be over.
That's
Mr.
good.
Halligan, you're forgetting the ritual has already taken place 1,000 years ago. It just didn't reach perfection. Only part of the power was transferred to the infants. The inheritors are now trying to complete their ritual.
But if this amulet means so much to Sinclair, surely it must be needed for the perfection.
I'm not so sure about that. Sinclair may be interested in it for some other reason.
What makes you think that?
The title written on the parchment you gave me.
Just to clarify, Ava, when we first entered this room, the woman in blue was standing and clipping through the man in the wheelchair, and the music was so loud you couldn't hear the voices. But the music doesn't loop in this game, so when you get to the end of it, it just stops. So we can't hear any music now.
What does the parchment's title say?
Unless I'm very much mistaken, the text refers to a place known as 12 Bridges.
What kind of place is that?
12 Bridges is an abandoned complex near Glastonbury. The bridges are in great danger of collapsing. Ancient Celtic myths refer to the place as the Gate of the Worlds.
Gate of the Worlds? What's that supposed to be?
You know, Mr. Halligan, the Celts did not regard reality and time as insurmountable facts. On the contrary,
Wow.
they regarded them as illusions, which man's laziness and ignorance made him incapable of overcoming. Celtic shrines were always special places that allowed them to leave the normality of everyday reality. Celtic myths claim that 12 Bridges has been a consecrated site for millennia, a place where the body can step over into another time.
Can you read what the parchment says?
The signs resemble those on the inscription I'm working on, but I'm just not getting anywhere with it. All I've been able to make out of the parchment so far is the title. I need a special book to continue. The Celtic Orthographic System by Scott M. Winfield. Oxford University Library should have it. Mr. Halligan, please get me a copy of that book. I believe the translation of this parchment is the key to Lord Sinclair's intentions.
I like that the top option and the fourth option are basically the same. They're both just leaving the conversation.
Nothing's ever been reported of such a journey.
Well, that doesn't make it impossible, does it?
We've been undruided.
The place has not been closely examined so far. It's too dilapidated. Just entering the place has taken a very serious risk. Anyway, nobody really believes in time travel anymore these days.
Melanie undruided Brent by hitting him in the head with a skull after he slapped her and then tried to strangle her.
Why would Sinclair keep a parchment about that place in his safe?
You see, Mr. Halligan, that's what I've been wondering. If Sinclair knows the place and keeps a parchment about it hidden in his safe, wouldn't it be conceivable that journeys through time really are possible from 12 bridges?
You mean he wants to travel back in time?
Well, he'd certainly be doing his best to make sure nobody else made that journey. Maybe Sinclair wants to prevent anyone from traveling back in time.
Oh no, we're going back in time.
Why would anyone do that? And why would Sinclair be so concerned about it?
We're going to go back in time.
It's easy. No ritual, no inheritors. No inheritors.
No Lord Sinclair. I see.
Of course, these are just speculations. As I said, Mr. Halligan, we need the book from the library. I should be able to tell you more when I've translated the parchment.
Why do they call the place 12 Bridges?
It's a very strange arrangement of 12 stone bridges. No one knows why they were built that way. They probably weren't the first thing that was erected there anyway. The current bridge array dates from the early Middle Ages. If, as I suspect, that place has been a Celtic shrine for centuries, there are bound to have been other structures there at some point.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Blake. I'll see what I can make of it.
Good. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to call on me anytime you like.
Okay, so we're going to Oxford University Library. Let's not forget that this clock is something. It seems to be a puzzle.
Mr. Blake seems to be a man of taste. Still, I wouldn't buy a thing like that.
What a tasteful clock. I'd never own it.
An old pendulum clock with a Roman face.
Oh, can I just say, this light switch. So one of the key features of this game is that it's made by German developers but set in the UK. And for the most part, it's looked okay. But this light switch is unmistakably European, I would say. Does that sound right? Oh yeah, save. Druids 19. UK is in Europe? Not anymore. Do you remember there was a big vote? Do you remember the big vote? People said, do you want to be in the European Union or out of it?
This thing
and
is
then everyone
getting more
voted
and
for
more
Donald
mysterious.
Trump.
I can't believe what Mr. Blake said.
We have to find out why this amulet is so important to Sinclair. Perhaps Mr. Blake is right, and the amulet is the key to preventing the ritual. I expect we'll know more as soon as the translation of the parchment is finished. I have to go to Oxford, Melanie. I have to get the book for Mr. Blake.
Yes, of course. That's fine by me. I really need to check a few things at home. Where shall we meet later?
I'll get in touch with you as soon as I have any news, okay?
All right. I'll be off then.
Okay, Melanie. See you later.
Goodbye, Melanie. It's weird that we've parted ways since I'm literally going to where you live. But okay, I'll see you there. Okay, nowhere new. Oh, it's the Library of Oxford. I like this horse. I also, what? Is this based on anything? There's the Bodleian, right? Is there is this anything, this building? Is there like a central library of Oxford? This is so you can't steal the books.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a book.
Oh, how nice for you.
Quite. Do you think you could help me?
Help you? Why?
Oh, should we just check our bingo card? Anything else you want to do? We can't do still no druids. In fact, we can cross off druid. Druid's done. Unethical actions. We ate human flesh. We ate a human's flesh. 32 years old. Yep, that has been said organically. Craig Charles here hasn't come up. Ritual. Yep, that has happened. We can cross that off. Doesn't think to go left. I'm not sure that did happen. Did we underestimate the power of the druids? I have to say, I definitely did. I didn't think they could brainwash Brent Halligan. Character just cannot be bothered to do a simple task. We haven't had that, actually. Everyone's upset with us. Yeah, and rightfully so, yeah. Yeah. Graphical glitch? Yeah, we have, because people keep flickering in and out. A pleasing and easy to solve puzzle. The safe wasn't too bad, but it wasn't fun. I didn't like it. It wasn't pleasing. Because it was a bit confusing whether the moon was at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Yeah, but it wasn't pleasing. Yep, that's fair. I forgot to consider them characters, but they are. A cab. Yeah, I think fair enough. He ate the human meat. No one's been cranged though. No pizza. Bad accent. I think we'll probably we can tick that off. Oh, and I got myself a Moore point. Congratulations, Sean Moore. However, unless we can get hovering over a chair and Krang, that's probably plausible. Because I don't think we're going to get Child Soldier and Craig Charles.
Because I've never been here before.
There's always a first time, young man. I'm sure you will manage.
Perhaps, but I'm sure it would be a lot easier if you just helped me, young lady.
I suppose you think you're highly amusing. I'm very busy, and I'm not being paid for teaching people how to use a library.
Well, who's Mr. Doyle?
Well, why don't I just go and have a word with your employer?
Professor Owen, if you like, go ahead. But I can give him a message for you, if you prefer. He's my husband.
Let's find out. Author, Druids, Mr. Doyle. What? Mr. Doyle. Oh, hello, Mr. Doyle. Okay, so author, Druids, hello, Mr. Doyle. Jonesy Russell. Don't think I've seen Jonesy Russell. So we might not get any elucidation on that. Your husband's a very lucky man, madame.
Your husband's a very lucky man, madam.
Trying flattery now, are you? Young man, I'm well past that age. Go and look for your book. And when you've found it, I may let you borrow it.
How very generous of you, madam.
Isn't it just?
I'll see what I can do by myself, then.
You do that.
I don't know. We can go up, down, left, right. Let's go up. I think, if anything, Brent's going to attack her and then say he was brainwashed by druid meat. Oh no, it's just...
They don't seem to be sorted by author. There must be thousands of books in... Which one?
All right. The puzzle is, how do we know where the book is? And the receptionist is too haughty to tell us how to use the library. Can't we just use the Dewey Decimal? Can't we just Dewey Desi it? Abrupt cut to new location is good.
They don't seem to be sorted by author. Books, books, books.
Yeah, I don't
Which
think.
one?
Yeah, I don't think you solve it by clicking on them because he's not sounding like he's looking. He's just overwhelmed by the number of books.
A table, a table, 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 table.
They're all tables. Why is the library empty? No, it's not. It's full of books. That's been emphatically part of the scene.
An old book written with a quill pen. Looks pretty valuable. I'm reasonably sure this isn't the book that Blake was talking about.
Okay, well, thank you for zooming in on it.
Antique reliefs. The library's tradition goes back quite some time.
Yes, we do. It's Celtic Ornithology by S. Willis? Something like that. Go back to lobby. Okay. Albrot's got all the cheat codes, so when he gives me an instruction, I follow them. Did those people at the top cat was hovering over a chair? People? No, they're not. They are that person sitting on the edge of a balcony. That person stood. No one's hovering. Hello.
Excuse me, sir. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Sir, I say, sir, can you hear me?
Sir? I say, sir, can you hear me?
Eh? What? What did you say?
You think that guy's hovering? No, he's just on the very edge.
I need to check something on the computer. It won't take long.
No, my friend, impossible. I'm on to something really exciting. Couldn't you come back a little later?
When?
When?
Well, I've been sitting here from morning till night for weeks now. I expect I'll be needing another 10 weeks or so.
That's too long.
Don't you ever eat? Or go to the loo?
No, I usually eat right here, and my digestion is trained to last out all day.
This is taking far too long. I'm confiscating this computer for my investigations.
Oh, you're a policeman. Are you threatening me? Are you trying to encroach upon the freedom of science? I'm sure that my friend, the Dean of the Faculty of Law, will be very interested to hear that. What was your name again?
My name is beside the point. I need that computer.
Ah, now you're getting worried, aren't you? Yes, that's authorities for you. When you threaten them with higher authorities, they soon knuckle under. So be patient, my friend. I won't be finishing here for some time yet. And I'm certainly not letting the police tell me when I can work or not.
All right then, Professor. I've got work to do.
Good. Make yourself useful. Carpe diem, I always say.
I don't know. I'm going to talk to the person at the lobby again because I don't know what the solution is.
You again? Haven't you found your book yet?
No. How could I? Look, I'd really appreciate your helping me.
You repeat yourself, young man.
Poll closed. The winner is this.
No. Okay. I'll accept this as a hovering person then. I've been outvoted. And that option is where? Floating man, is that what we want? Or hovering over a chair? Are we doing two? Am I doing floating man and hovering over a chair? Hovering over a chair is definitely what I've been asked to do. But I'm wondering if floating man also... Well, you decide amongst yourselves. All of these are rude. You're absolutely right. We tried 2, it didn't work. I'm going to try this one.
Why don't you just come along and give me a hand? You're not busy right now anyway.
Not busy? And how would you know? Impertinent lout.
I get the impression you're just sitting here doing nothing.
And I get the impression you want me to have you thrown out. Is that so, young man? You see, so behave yourself, keep your voice down and observe the house rules. And stop wasting my time.
What exactly are you working on right now, if I may ask?
I'm revising the house rules, if you must know.
Oh, why? What's being altered?
The landing procedure. From now on, visitors to the library must do their own research. Do you understand?
Of course. I might have known.
Well then, you might let me continue my work now. Oh, and, young man?
Yes?
Welcome to our landing library.
Thank you, old crow.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I was just thinking aloud.
Okay, so I think categorically she's not going to help us. Shall I look in these little glass display cases?
Somehow I don't think this is the book Blake was talking about.
Uh-huh. Maybe this is.
I'm pretty sure this isn't the book.
Okay. All right, never mind then. I don't know. Do I really just look for the book? It can't be that I just click on every single stack.
Which one? Which one?
Well, this is S&R, and I think the author's
There must
name
be
began with
thousands
S.
of books in here.
Well, did it begin with W?
Which one? They don't seem to be... I need to look it up. They don't seem to be sorted by author. I need to look it up in some kind of catalogue.
I need to look it up in some kind of catalogue. All right. There's a clue. Let's go find the catalogue. Oh, don't tell me I poisoned him or something. I'm going to have to do something horrible to him.
Just one more thing.
Do you know anything about runes?
Do you know anything about runes? Was that a yes?
Eh? Yes, that is... no, of course not. But there are a few books on it somewhere in this library. At least, I think so.
Do you know where they'd be?
No idea. That's what the catalogues are there for, my boy.
You don't say. Then will you please let me use the computer?
I told you it's out of the question. Is there something wrong with your hearing, young man?
Oh.
I'm going.
You do that.
Oh, so what's happened is the library has changed their policy. So you can only use the catalogue, and the catalogue is entirely digital, although nothing said that. I'm assuming the catalogue is entirely digital, and there's a guy using it for the next 10 weeks. So yeah, I agree. We have no choice but to sabotage that guy's life. And there's not a lot of stuff in here. Like there's not anything, there's not a lot. What are these? Okay, that's the first thing I found.
That's the book, The Roman Monetary System and Fiscal Policies. Must be a bestseller.
Okay, I'll give that to the old man. I don't think he's going to want it. It's one of the few interactable items I found here, though. Reckon you pissed on his bike? Yeah, do you want this random book? Okay.
Just one more thing.
And then I report him to the woman? I've snuck an entire hardback book into his pocket, and now I'm going to get him arrested.
You again. Haven't you found your book yet?
No. How could I? Look, I'd really appreciate your...
You repeat yourself, young man.
What are you sitting here for? Help me? I thought it was drug. No, nothing new here. Maybe I'll grab another copy of the book and I'll take it through the scanner. Can I take a second copy? No. I can't take a second
Roman
copy.
monetary system and fiscal policies. At least 10 copies.
So how do I get this guy dobbed in? Yeah, but once he's through the scanner, he's not at his computer, so I've already solved the problem. haven't I?
Cataloging computer. The cataloging computer. That won't get me any further.
Use the frame on him.
That won't get me any further.
Do you want some apple juice?
Just one more thing. Have you made any progress yet?
Well, my young friend, every answer...
So what you're saying is,
You have a marvellously... The country needs...
Couldn't I help
Couldn't
you?
I help you with your research?
No, that's not possible. The subject is simply far too complex. I don't even quite understand what results my research may lead to myself yet.
Fine.
All right then, Professor. I've got work to do.
Good. Make yourself useful. Carpe diem, I always say.
Should I leave the library and just explore somewhere else? I'm not 100% on what to do. I want to investigate the scanner, maybe? I can't go upstairs. There's a couple more old books I could look at.
I'm pretty sure this isn't the book.
Okay. Is this the book? Is this the book Blake meant?
I'm pretty sure this is...
Maybe I'll get some intel on the scanners, I don't know.
It's a magnetic barrier. They have them in all libraries.
I'll save. I've done at least one thing. Druids 19. Oh, Druids 20.
I'd better take the main entrance.
Shall I look at the horse?
A sculpture of a unicorn. Not quite to my taste.
There doesn't seem to be anything of note here. There's a car, but I can't interact with it.
This is it. Oxford University Library.
There's the library building. Look at the bike.
Only one bike. Seems the vacation has started.
Yeah, okay, let's smash up the bike. Yeah, it's around that kind of time, I think. When was Tomb Raider? This is from 2001. I think probably not too far away from Tomb Raider.
Only one bike. Seems the vacation has started. No, I would only scratch everything.
That's what I'm intending. That's what I want you to do.
Doesn't fit. Would have surprised me anyway.
No idea. I'll use that frame yet. Yeah, you want me to use a picture frame on the bike? That'll show him.
Think first, Brent.
I'm trying to think.
That's futile as well. It won't work like that.
Should I go in and keep faffing in the library? Should I go somewhere else? I could go to France. Scissors, pruners, yeah. I don't know why I've still got them.
It won't work. It won't work like that. You could hurt yourself with those. You could hurt yourself with those.
Interesting that that's the only line you get for using the pruners. At least for using them wrong. This is close as you can get? Yes. Yeah, I can't get into like a closer scene. And if the only place I can go is in the library. Can you do anything with the car? No, car's not interactable. The bike is though.
Only one bike. Seems the vacation has started.
Because he'll acknowledge that that's a bike.
Only one bike. Seems the vacation has started.
Can't interact with the car. If you mouse over the car, it becomes the symbol that means just go into the library. That's like the change scene symbol that.
I thought it wouldn't work like only one bike. That's the amulet of transformation.
Oh.
I'd really like to know why it's called that.
Okay, so the campfire symbol is transformation. Useful to know.
The key for this is the frame of the picture I took down. Only one bike. Seems the vacation has started.
Are you talking about the car? Do you have the coat hanger to pop? No, no coat hangers. I just have amulet, key, frame, nail, broken scissors, broken pruners. Like the dossier on the circle, which is the druid circle. This clipboard, a bucket on the end of a fishing pole, fingerprint powder, grass, bone, apple juice, leather gloves, plastic bags, and the case file dossier. Moppin', mopped. What about the horse? The unicorn?
A sculpture of a unicorn. Not
Could
quite to my taste.
You don't want to use the gloves on it. Not mopped. Just might. He's just being strange again. Just not making any sense.
That
again.
won't get me any further.
No, I understand. I'm just trying to get a rise out of you.
It's a magnetic barrier. They have them in all libraries.
What can I do? If the scanner went off on its own... No, we'd need to get the man to walk through the scanner. That's the thing I don't understand. If he walks through the scanner, then he's already left the computer.
Just one more thing.
Do you know, if we could make time pass... then he'd go home at the end of the day, and when he comes back first thing, in one of those times he'd get stopped and barred from the library. And another thing is there are 3 library rooms. One of them has the old man in, so that has a point of interest. One of them has the books in, so that sort of justifies that room. What's the special thing about this one? Is there anything? The game is bugging out. You should be able to examine the car. Oh, effing hell. The cursor seemed to be indicating that you couldn't, but... Oh, that's silly. I'd fully ruled out examining the car, because I rely on the cursor to tell me what's interactable. Is that a catalogue? The catalogue is computerized. Yeah, I'm having real trouble. You can see my issue, right? When the mouse is like that, that means it will send you in to the library. There's a melt out the door. If you get the old man to leave, he'll get told off. Yeah, but I don't know how to get him to leave, right? Because our whole thing that we want is for him to get off of that chair. That's what seems so odd about the solution. You want him to get away from the computer, but the riddle seems to be you get him away from the computer to get him away from the computer. And that makes it hard to think about. Is this going to count as the car?
This is it. Oxford University Library.
No. I can't seem to click on this car. What about his mopped? You mean a moped, don't you? Just click on the car. Here. I've put my cursor over the car. Yeah, alright, fair enough.
It's locked.
Alarm protected.
Aha. Alarm protected.
Yeah. Okay. I should have just clicked on the car. But okay, fine, I should have. But in fairness to me, that cursor should mean... Oh, yeah, you're right.
Definitely a BMW.
I don't think I was being daft, but you were right and I was wrong. That's as far as I'll go.
You could hurt yourself with those. No, I would only scratch everything.
Yeah, fair enough. Hang on, what? Oh. Find coat hanger.
It's locked.
Why do I need a coat hanger? Can't I just bash the windows until it... Touch the car with gloves? Oh yeah, cars hate being touched with gloves.
That won't feel different with gloves. That won't feel different with gloves either.
Everything feels different with gloves.
There's no point in that. It won't work like that.
I think you have what you need. Just this key? This druid key?
Doesn't fit. Would have surprised me anyway. No, I would only scratch everything. I thought it wouldn't work like that. I can't do that.
What could I possibly have? The scissors?
No, not a chance.
The prunies?
You could hurt yourself with those.
This?
I don't want that.
This?
Think first, Brent.
What could I possibly have?
That would be stupid.
Fish.
The
That
powder?
won't get me any further.
The grass?
I can't do that.
The bone?
That won't get me any further.
The gloves?
That won't feel different with gloves either.
The apple?
That doesn't work.
The bag?
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
Oh, just smash the window with a bottle?
I can't do that.
No.
The
The windows
first, Brent.
Windows not interactable. The keyhole bit is interactable, and I can look in at alarm protected, and then maybe that's interactable.
That would
Smash that.
It would have surprised me if it had worked like that.
Scratch. You keep talking about scratching.
No, I would only scratch everything. Doesn't fit.
Scratch.
It would have surprised me if it had worked. I should think up something else.
Bottle it. Just bottle it.
I don't want. That would be stupid.
Do you have a bit of wire from the fence? No. No, I don't. I've only got a nail. Am I supposed to have a bit of wire from the fence? Have I got to go back to the Druids' mansion? Is the slit interactable? What slit? Like the slit, like the gum bit that protects the bottom of the car window? Window slit? Which slit? At the top of the window? I can't see the top of the window. I could go back one. Oh, do you know what? You're bloody right. The window's cracked a little bit. That's mental.
Nothing's happening.
That's mad. I didn't notice that
I don't believe
at
it
all.
will work like that.
What am I putting in there? Just everything?
That doesn't work. It won't work like that. It won't work like that. Nothing's happening. It won't work like that.
And so why do I believe that this is the old man's car?
That won't get me any further.
Do I have a reason to believe that?
That won't help either. I can't do that. I should think up something else. That doesn't work. I don't want that. I should think up something else.
Women don't drive cars, yeah? That could be part of it. There's a bit of wire on the ground. Okay, so I've got to go back to the Druids. I've got to go back to the Druids' house after they've, like, brainwashed me and got me to eat human meat. I just pop back. I should save, because these guys skeletonize, don't they? That's what we know about them. They're always making people skeletons. A bit of wire. From this? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. How many people would have found that? I would never, without being prompted, I would never have found that. Okay, so where do you think this wire gets used? Do you think it gets used on the window? Oh, that's a long bit of wire. And then I just run, in clear view of everyone, I just run away from this. And then I just leg it.
Professor Hastings, what are you doing?
Who? Me? Nothing. I must be off to my car. My alarm just went off.
Professor, what's that book you're carrying?
Book? I don't have a book. Please don't joke now, Mrs. Owen. I have to see to my car.
What's this then?
But how the devil? That's impossible. I didn't take this book.
Then how did it get there?
There must be some mistake. A very regrettable mistake, Mrs. Owen. I assure you...
I like your nerve, Professor Hastings. You steal a book and then try to deny the whole thing ever happened. I'm very disappointed in you.
Mrs. Owen, you've known me for 20 years now. You ought to know that I'd never...
All I know is that I'm going to have to put this on record.
Weird music.
Please come along over here to the issuing counter, Professor. You will have to fill in a form.
Him having to go fill in a form while his car's being stolen outside. Gutted for him. He just wanted to use the only cataloguing computer for 10 weeks straight. I think I'm going to have to call it a night here because it's late. I believe there is a late night with Catbox this evening. And there's plenty more Druids for the future. But we've met a Druid. I think it's very probable that we're going to go back in time. We have... this person hadn't quite done nothing wrong, but I don't think they deserve to potentially get accused of stealing. Hello, Levita. I am just closing up the stream now, but did you enjoy it? Did you complete it? I'm loving it. I think it's very bad, and that is the source of my fun. We are expecting a cat box this evening, right? I think I heard there would be one happening. We're a big fan of Druids here. In fact, we've even got a Druid bingo card. Yeah, I don't think we've had a pleasing and easy to solve puzzle. Can I please mark off Clawmflakes? Why did the poll turn up Clawmflakes? Fine. I think it may have done. Enjoy your point. Oh yes, this game has taught me how I've been spoiled with every other gaming experience in my life. The sheer amount of how was I supposed to know to do that has turned my brain into wet putty. Well, thank you all for watching this evening. Specifically, I would like to extend my thanks. I'm fairly sure I actually received targeted advertising for this because I was the sort of person who returned registration cards. Right. As a quick roll call to end the stream, thank you for watching to the 22 times dickhead bread Santa. Ava Liversidge, Ava Liversidge, Ava Liversidge, Ava Liversidge, Ava Liversidge. I, Sean Morley, fully know what a clump flake it. The Tasty Speed 00 Elia, the Little Greg's Opshbot, another fresh signifier, the Tasty Undefined Feels Sunny Man, the Tasty Tires Zuvgn, the non-Euclidean Teddy Bear Red Quixote, the Live Laugh Lovely Microprocessor Red Tixie, the Bold Eyeball Big Popper Peter, my favourite viewer, Gomelon. And introducing Funky Mr. Chicken, the Titular Floss Spiffing, the Titular Bullet Immoral, the lovely Coconut Crab Jason versus 1x4, the Nautical Crow Streebling, the Live Laugh Lovely Egg Watashiwa Kono, I Want a Little Cuddle with Oracle of Truth. This is all your fault, Moral Recordings, the Tasty Dog Neversight, Earth's Champion Sean Morley, the French thermometer Sefme, the Null Big Mac Suco 11, the Sodden Dog Levita, the Squishy Ice Cube Maggie FBK, my sworn enemy and nemesis Albrot, the non-Euclidean shotgun dedicated lurking sexiest viewer Lucy Lefty, buy me dinner first. I recommend you go to twitch.tv/Shadowseeker, the thoughtful sheepy, Fish King, King of Fish, reception music, the eggy microprocessor Robich20, the slippery dog John Cullen, the swaying International Olympic Committee Mank B, the defined internet Mr. Trousers, the flimsy butt Oh Sophia, the pubic whisperer B&M Bandit. And that is everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. I will be back before long. Join the Discord if you want to hear more about what's coming up. It was good to see you all. It was good to play a bit of Druids. I was hoping I'd see a one particular cat boxman come online in this particular window. It has not happened, but if you do see Catbox arrive, feel free to switch out. But in the meantime, we can go anywhere. Where should we raid? Let's see, who's around? Yeah, find a vacant oak. Immoral. Anyone else streaming Druids? Almost never. Mystery of the Druids. I might follow that category, actually. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there is. There is another Mystery of the Druid streamer. Yeah, I think there's a VTuber. One of their tag is homicide, and the other tag they have is sleepy girl disease. So let's check in on what's happening over there. Gonna get Druids on Friday. All right. See you, everyone. Thank you for watching. Can the raid message please be Brent Halligan with 2 exclamation marks, please? Good night.
And the day of the ritual's completion has
Hang on, why are you still eating? Why are you still eating?
We'll put an end to the wretched hustle and bustle of this world and make room for something grand.
Why are you eating this?
By Druids. I must admit your investigation had us worried for a moment, Mr. Halligan.
Just emotionlessly eating it.
Put a stop to them by arranging it.
Books. Bear. A young professor. Age 8 likes reading. 3-4 Long Life Town. Miss Thick Glasses Life. Age 15 hobby peeping. The saying of the day is, I hate people. I hate everyone. I'm stressed out. I'm going out tonight. I'll be waiting for you at 2 a.m. Kissy tip. Oh no.
Yes, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, do you want me to pass it over? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Can you just describe your strategy?
Sort of tickling it.
Yeah.
Just give me a little tickle. Just seeing if it'll, warm.
Topic list. I like a question from the chicken corpse.